Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to the Endgame. Ragnarok here with episode number 34 of this second part to our High Elves playthrough. We're just kind of wrapping things up, basically. We don't have too much more to do here. Well, we still have to work on getting an alliance with the dwarves, but we're just basically mopping up chaos and mopping up the last bits of the map that are controlled by the Skaven, and I think that's gonna be it. For Prince Sigvald here, I think we've got him cornered here. The dwarves are in the area as well, and we should have plenty of room to run him down, finish him off. Which we're gonna do right now.
Rally to me, Asur.
Could just auto-resolve this, but we don't have very many more opportunities for battles in this campaign, and it is Sigvald. We didn't get to fight Archeon once in this campaign, and I don't think that's I don't think we're gonna get that opportunity. I don't know. I think he's defeated, and I don't think he's coming back, or at least it doesn't seem like he is. I mean, maybe. Oh, sorry guys, need a sip of coffee. First thing in the morning for me, like, well, I mean not first thing, but 8 a.m. just about, so which is extremely early for me. Usually like to sleep in quite late because usually up pretty late. I was up till almost 3 a.m. last night just trying to get a little bit of recording done. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, but I'm going away to going to Mexico for a few days and then going to Nova Scotia for a few days as well. So I am trying my damnedest to get all of the recordings done ahead of time. So we got, oh, you two are both on horseback, eh? Is she on horseback as well? Oh, okay, all three. Well, alright, fuck it, we'll just keep you guys together. Alright, and this formation actually looks like it'll work.
Understood.
Guys,
Orders understood.
come around that way. Let's come this way. Oh. Oh, it's my fucking dragons that you're... What do we got here? We got Chosen with halberds, Chosen, Sigvald. Just surround these guys. You guys go for... Sorry. Go for him. The wizard. And we'll just surround these guys and get some charges in. Uh-oh. Fucking wizard is really... Guys, just sandwich them. Guys, come over this way. Just get in there. Guys, just wait 1 second before you engage them. I guess this is kind of good practice for me with my micro. A little bit anyway. Should be able to win there without any problems. You guys should win here as well. Good job. Very nice. You guys should be winning over here against this fucking guy. They seem to be struggling. What does this do? Oh, okay. Should have hit that earlier. Alright, we'll leave you to it. And you guys can come over and help out with this. Fuck it, just leave them. I'm completely surrounded. Should send somebody to run down the rest of that unit that was over here. I don't know where they got to. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what's left of the unit is that ugly stain on the battlefield there. You guys still fighting this guy? Okay. Alright, get over and help out with this. There's... I don't know, is there anybody left? There we go. Ooh. Just keep it going a little bit. I'll let them run them down. Just one chosen left. Finish him off. Come on, finish him off. And actually, Siegfried hasn't taken much damage at all. Alright, let's just speed this up. Because I don't know how long this is going to take. Come on. Get in there. Surely you guys can kill one dude. Alright, yeah, sorry. That wasn't terribly exciting, but whatever. It's very satisfying to finish off Chaos, so I don't know. I'm gonna take the opportunity to really lay the beat down on the AI. Want to have it, so. Anyway, gonna move on. I think it's just Cawkwell that we have left to eliminate. And then I think we should, after that, we won't be seeing any more of these guys, hopefully, anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be too many more episodes left of this. I'm not sure. I definitely want to get it done by episode 40. But depending on how fast I go, I guess
Victory for the Assur! Hold the captive.
Could be
A just reward.
could be just 1 or 2 episodes, I think. Really. Alrighty, so this province is still at -3.
Restore order.
Okay, so it's actually alright. Before that battle, the corruption was actually increasing. I guess that's because of the agents that were in the area.
I serve the Phoenix King.
You might as well come over here to Musalon and just give a bonus to the public order for a little while, since you're over in this area anyway. Let's level you guys up quick.
A worthy ally.
Just wondering if we should just keep him on a steed or if we should put him on an eagle. I think we'll just keep him on a steed for now. Missile damage, magic resistance, foe seeker. What else we got here? More speed, wound maker. Guess we'll go wound maker. I don't know.
Your instructions.
And you, dear, what are we gonna give you? Syrian Oath of All. Is there anything here that's going to... I might do that just to reduce the upkeep of the dragons. I think that is what we'll do. There's nothing here for the silver helms. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Reduce the upkeep of the dragon units. We want to do Skymaster as well. Anyway, we'll pop her in there for a couple turns just to boost up the public order. Excuse me. Alright, what do we want to do here? Wow, this guy I'm gonna move him back to there, and we'll recruit one more Sisters of Avalorn, since
Defender of the
yeah,
Phoenix Throne.
just to replace that that unit that we lost. And the unit that we lost was a bloody mage. Oh man, that was pathetic last episode.
Loyal to a fault.
Anyway, fighting the war herd of chaos. Give you Blade Master, I think. That should be good. So Beatrice, which way do I want to send you? Damn, we should be sending Animaeus after Cawkwell, because we're fucked down there. Where can I cross this frickin' river? Guess we have to go around this way.
Setting off.
We're not getting replenishment here. We're getting replenishment there.
We march on. Assyrian guides us.
Let's keep you moving a little bit faster. Tyrion, sir.
Standing by.
Actually, you come scout ahead. Excuse me. Alright. I think Calidor will get moving towards the Hell Pit. I don't know, maybe. Or maybe we'll have
Can I offer assistance?
Freya head towards the Hell Pit. 'Cause the Hell Pit is definitely going to rebel if we don't do anything about it. How bad is the public order gonna be if we take her out of there? Very bad. So let's put you back in. Can you make it to the Longship Graveyard? No. Damn it. I moved her too far out. We'll just let her sit there for now, since public order sucks over here. Should do some building while we're here too. Straightforward.
We are ill at ease.
Okay. Public order is just under control here, so let's just move you to the edge of the... We'll just have to keep everybody there for now. And then you two, I believe, are moving over here.
Seeking truth.
I think so, anyway.
Forget it.
What do you seek?
Actually, you're standing in a different... Are you? Okay, no, he's right on the border there.
You must
Okay, we've actually... Moving him in there, actually got it under control a little bit.
Order must
Alright.
be maintained.
Almost sort of got it under control on this side.
I serve the Phoenix King.
Where's the next settlement? Over here, Winterpire spawns. Damn, those two settlements are ways apart. Anyway, we're gonna get you moving to Winterpire. Keep moving down this way. Shouldn't have to backtrack at all. I think we can keep everything under control for the most part. Let's do some building over here.
The Asher are trouble.
Build this first. A little concerned about that province. She's not too far from it. Should be okay to get there. I don't know. Hell Pit's gonna be a problem.
Your decree,
Orders?
Alright, where's old Tyrion?
champion of the Ever Queen.
Might as well come down here and take
Former
this.
Queen.
Start building. Should come up here and get this. Really do want to catch up to
Born to lead. On to adventure.
Cawkwell, but It's gonna be a little while. I would ideally like to get 2 armies to take him on, just so that it's a little bit more manageable of a fight. He's gonna be one pain in the ass to deal with. Surprising that he doesn't have like dragon ogres with his army. Anyway, those chosen with halberds are gonna be a bitch.
What do you
Keep moving you
require?
up this way.
Impossible.
Just make sure
Out of
there's
the question.
nothing back here. I really don't think there is, but
You have my
you never know. Guess we'll have you come back and take a look. Oops.
on to adventure.
Just make sure there's nothing in the mountains here. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that it's just Khaine that we have left to deal with for chaos.
I serve the king. A promising lieutenant.
Springs of Eternal Life. Let's see here. Go with this. And this.
Lord of Ulthuan. I serve the
Not
king.
getting very much of replenishment here at all. Guess we have to come around this way to get there. Anyway,
Ever
let's.
loyal.
We're just gonna
Entering
sit here
the
for one
garrison.
turn
How can I assist you?
just to get a little bit more replenishment
Can I offer
and
assistance?
give this general an opportunity to
How can I assist you?
get over here too. It's gonna be in bad shape by the time he gets here. If he ever gets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bloody hell. Yeah, it is gonna take a while actually to finish this campaign off, just because the end turns are gonna be
You seek
slow and
illumination.
painful.
Destiny
You can
awaits.
come hop up here for now.
The Ethua answers to me.
Same thing with you.
Voyaging.
Which gets the public order moving in the right direction.
What do you seek?
It's good stuff. Got Plato over here. This one, just gotta keep an eye on it, but it'll be okay for now. And then that's probably where their next stop will be, once we get the public order a little bit better under control here. Corruption. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to get rid of that corruption. Probably once chaos is eliminated completely, that chaos corruption will start going down. At least that's the hope. That's not crucial. There was a province, I was looking at the map earlier, and there was a province up here, yeah, Kar, where we could actually get some economic buildings really going. Gonna go with the Elven Gardens, and we're definitely gonna go with the embassy here, because we've got the 1, 2, 3 ports. We'll wait on the shrines to Assyrian for a little while, just to see if there's anywhere else where we can build some financial buildings. Ah, shit. It's touchy. Alright. I guess so we will build some financial buildings. Or, sorry, build the shrines and the towers. I think that's gonna be it. Alright, good stuff. Don't think there's anything else really for us to do this turn. This is the army really I want to take on Khaine. Actually, these two armies would be really good against them. Really crush them. Tyrion, I mean, Tyrion's army, I'm sure they could take him on, but I feel like take a fair bit of damage. We'd have to get into a real dogfight with them, I think. Just with our composition there. Anyway, probably send these two armies after him, but gotta sit here for 3 more turns while we get to full strength.
What do you require? The winds are rising. You summoned me. The Ethwa answers to me.
Ooh, research available. Oh, I really want to do that. Really. Let's go with that, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Actually, where is our Okay, 3 more turns. Ooh. Guess we'll do public order first. And then when we get the final build spot opened up, we'll build the resource building.
Master of poem, what do you seek?
Listening.
Powers are yours to command.
Hope that wasn't too disorienting, the way that it sends the camera flying across the map like that. Anyway. Keep forgetting about this guy. Anyway, we're gonna continue with Deathblade by C.L. Werner. We're currently going through chapter 4, where Malice was attacked by 2 assassins, and him and his lover, I guess, seems to have been able to fight them off, and I think the fight is just about over, and that's where we were. So there were two sisters of slaughter, I think, 2 gladiatrices. So Malice glared at the one-eyed gladiatrice, gesturing at the fighter. Vincinerax was dismantling piece by piece, and the gagging wretch lying on the bed. "You should have brought more help before you tried to murder me," he snarled at her. One-eyed smiled back at him, keeping her place near the warp sword, too cautious to risk touching the enchanted blade. The gladiatrice raised her fingers to her mouth and blew a sharp whistle. Malice felt his insides turn sick when 4 more sisters of slaughter came rappelling down into the room through the shattered windows. He could almost hear Tzarkin laughing at him. The demon was right. He had asked for it. "I'm going to peel your eyes from your skull," One-Eyed promised. "Only when you forget how to scream will I let you die." She dived aside as Malice made a desperate lunge for his sword. The hand that reached out for the blade was smashed flat by One-Eye's shield. The hook of the elf's whip cracked across his face, splitting his lip and knocking teeth from his mouth. "Slow, Darkblade," the murderess hissed. "You die slow." The other invaders were rushing into the room now. Vincinerax was crouched over the naked wreck of her own foe, trying to break the hold the killer stubbornly maintained on her whip. One of the masked gladiatrices danced towards the unarmed knight, Ayash and shield describing a gleaming skein of death as she advanced. At that moment, the door to the chamber burst inwards, blown back by a force that snapped the bolt of the heavy beam that had been set across it. A deafening roar raged through the room, like a titanic bellow of an angry volcano. Malice felt his head ring from the clamor, saw Vincinerax and the gladiatrices actually stagger before the auditory assault. Behind that monstrous din, warriors came rushing into the chamber, falling upon the stunned gladiatrices before they could recover their wits. Siller Thornblood led the rush, cutting down a gladiatrice with a double-handed slash of his sword. Charging past him were Kunur and a pair of elves in the battered armor of Naggarite slave soldiers. Their assault wasn't quite as unopposed as Sillar's, the gladiatrices whirling away the initial impetus with their bladed bucklers. A howl of fury that nearly matched the deafening roar of the preceding moment struck Malice's ears. Close behind him, One-Eye twisted her body, snapping her whip at his throat. The arrival of the Dracu's warriors had cheated her of the opportunity to kill him slowly, but she was determined to kill him just the same. Malice hooked his feet around One-Eye's leg and threw his own body into a sideways twist. The gladiatrice was forced to follow his motion, the whip falling lax as the two crashed against the wall. Before she could start to rise, Malice jammed the flat of his hand into her nose, crushing it into a pulpy mess. One Eye shrieked at him and raked the edge of her shield along his arm, ripping his flesh. The intense pain broke the hold Malice had gained on the killer's throat, slamming her knee into his groin. The gladiatrice pulled back and tried to bring her whip into play once more. Blinking through his own pain, Malice caught the butt of the One-Eye's whip. His tenuous clutch arrested the lash's motion, preventing the gladiatrice from drawing back for another murderous stroke. Spitting a mouthful of blood and the odd splinter of tooth. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm fighting back a yawn there. Spitting a mouthful of blood and the odd splinter of tooth into her last good eye, Malice surged upwards from the floor. Before he could rip the whip free from the blinded gladiatrice, Malice felt his foe's entire body seized by a shivering convulsion. He could actually feel the warmth of life vanish beneath his touch. It was only the matter of a heartbeat, the pause between pulsations, and One Eye went from a living adversary to a mere carcass. He didn't need the uncanny clamminess in the air around him to recognize the taint of sorcery. He'd been around such dark arts all his life. Between his mother and his treacherous sister Yasmir, he could recognize the residue of magic only too well. Looking away from the dead gladiatrice, Malice was surprised to find Drusilla standing in the doorway of his chamber. The explosive opening of the portal was now explained, as well as the sudden demise of his own foe. Perhaps explained just a little too neatly. Salar, Gunnar, Malice shouted. I want one of them alive. The Dracu spared no more time for commands, but snatched up the warp sword. If Drusilla didn't want any of the killers taken intact, the magic blade would make a good argument against her. The conflict was winding down as Malice took up his sword. 2 more of the gladiatrices were dead, though they'd claimed one of Connor's Naggarites before they went down. The last intruder was beset by a combination of Scylla and Vincinerax, armed with the shield and whip of the gladiatrice she'd already killed. The knight from Cawkwell dived in upon the fighter as she spun away from Scylla's blade. Vincinerax's whip coiled around the wrist of her adversary, imprisoning both the weapon and the hand that held it.
Reborn. Show me some respect.
Oh, what do you guys want? Oh, great. Alright, this could be a little bit of a problem. It's gonna be annoying. Just sacked it, I think. Yeah. The tension of the tautened whip caused the hook at the end of the lash to tear through the gladiatrice's hand. Blood sprayed from a severed artery, catching the masked warrior's shield with her own buckler. Vincinerax pressed her assault, closing with the gladiatrice. She drove both knees into the elf's midsection, driving the air from her body. Whew. Alright. Ooh, good stuff. So, it's like Malice just had his ass saved there. Things were looking not so good. Not so good at all.
Lord of the Phoenix Court. Starting out.
Alright, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to recruit an army up here to deal with these guys, I believe. Just wondering what kind of composition we want to put together for this. Tower of Prophecy. Interesting. What does this do? Okay, cool.
We have shaped this
Do we have any? I guess we don't have any level 5. Okay. Alright, one more turn till that's ready. Alright. I suppose we'll raise an army here. It's just gonna be a temporary army. We need somebody to get rid of this guy over here. Though I don't know. Strong-willed. Everybody else is actually Bandel. Bandel? Is that his name? Bandel? I think he will be actually maybe we'll go with this guy. No, let's go with Bandel. Just so we don't use up any influence, I'd prefer to use the we'll go with some Sisters of Avalorn to start off, and then the Shrine of Asturion is almost finished. Wait, sorry. One more turn, and then we'll get some.
Defender of the Ever Queen.
We'll get some Phoenix Guard. Why don't we pick up some bolt throwers as well? Might as well. Yeah, we'll get some more Sisters of Avalorn and some more Phoenix Guard, and I don't think we'll have any trouble with this. Shouldn't have any issues at all with that kind of army, and then we'll disband it right away because, yeah, it's going to cost us a fortune. Small fortune, but.
The people are restive.
Keep moving to there. Just get these guys in position to move into the next province, wherever they happen to be needed. Bard camp is good on its own. That's awesome.
Knowledge awaits.
He's still in this province, I believe, anyway. Okay, we've got a balance there. Gonna move her over to the Longship Graveyard. Let's go with growth. Just try and get these provinces built up quickly if we can. 2 more turns, so that's ready.
Protector of Elfwan.
2 more turns for you.
Princess of the Asur.
I mean, Beatrice might be able to take on Khaine on her own. Or even we could pair her up with Tyrion as well. Tyrion's getting close to down there.
A worthy ally.
Bruce Lee. 1 more level up and he's immortal. Be the Ward of Hoth.
Ever loyal. Noble son.
Take a look in here, what's going on. I think we'll go for this gold mine next. Just move to there. Slev. Yeah, we'll just start with growth in most of these provinces.
The Asur bids you welcome.
And then go public order right away.
Defender of the Ever Queen.
If you head towards the Hell Pit, that built up. Probably you're gonna have to just shuffle between these provinces.
Can I offer assistance in defense of Ulthuan?
Can sit here for a little while. Just get the public order boosted a bit.
What orders?
It doesn't have quite enough room to get to the gold mine, but definitely want to pick up the gold mine, I guess. Gold mine back here too. Khaine doesn't seem too keen on moving around though.
Defender.
Kind of in the same area that he was, though for whatever reason he's changed his stance to force march. I don't think he moved his maximum movement range. Shouldn't have brought you this way because I was thinking that you could get through here somewhere, but it's not the case. He's got to come all the way around here to get through here, so anyway, I guess going up around that way.
Can I offer assistance?
Hmm.
Lethal grace given
Suppose we could
forth. Lord of the Phoenix
move
Court.
these guys slowly.
Your orders are
Just
reasonable.
move the half distance each turn, and
Moving out.
just get them replenished on their way up there. At least that way we're still moving,
Orders.
albeit at a slower pace. But yeah, we'll
At
just
your
continue
service.
moving
Setting camp.
and continue replenishing. Oh, the province here is public order is not great. And you, sir, get your ass over here. That'll give him a little bit more of an opportunity to catch up to them. Oh right, I already moved him, didn't I? It's a public order like here. I think
Master of
what we'll
Rose.
do
Ulthwyn Mage.
is get one of these guys over
My
towards
league
here.
protects me.
What do you seek?
Are they still in that territory? Where's the border? I guess this is the border? I don't know. I would have thought that... I don't know. Moving this character over to here I thought would reduce the public order for us there, but I don't know. I don't know what... Anyway. I guess we should just check if there's anywhere to build, and I think we can go through another end turn. Let's actually double check the public order where it's the worst. Alright, yeah, we've definitely got public order more or less under control. Reichland. Oh yes, yes, yes. Very nice. That, and what's the resource here? Clay pit, I guess. Whatever. Anywhere else to build? Black Spire Mountains. Let's go with the shrine. I think that's it. That's all our cash. I think we moved all the armies, at least all the armies that we're going to move. Yeah, definitely a nice. All right, we didn't move Valkyrie.
Wise course.
It's gonna just sit here for now.
I serve the Phoenix King.
For just a turn or two. Probably leave her there for 1 or 2 turns just to get that public order, just get a bit of a cushion, and then we'll get you moving towards Khaine as well. Start sending all the armies that way, and then the rest of the armies, these 3 armies, should be able to very easily handle the Skaven down here. Tyrion, I guess, will keep them going through the mountains, taking control of these. Couldn't quite get in there. Anyway, alright.
Cool.
I think that's everyone.
Illumination.
I think we'll just, rather than double check which agents they are and whatnot, we'll just fucking skip through it. Oh, forgot about you. Alright, well, let's continue with more of Deathblade. The crippled killer collapsed in Vincinirex's arms. The knight shoved her foe away in disgust. Connor, she growled, bind this thing's wound before she bleeds out. Turning her back on the slave driver, she smiled at Malice. You said alive, not whole. The smile Malice returned to her was as warm as a cold one's grin. You need to find a god and start praying that arena meat lives long enough to tell me what I want to know. His piece said, Malice turned away from his lover. He looked over at the gore-soaked bed. A final death rattle wheezed from the gladiatrice whose throat he'd crushed. He watched as the lithe body spasmed and fell still. It is fortunate that we arrived when we did, your lordship, Drusilla said, advancing into the room. Excuse me, I'm not really in a mood to receive visitors at the moment, Malice told her. He directed a sharp look at Solar. The noble paused as he wiped blood off his blade. The sorceress saw an omen in the waves. Solar started to explain. A shark in the coils of an octopus, Drusilla elaborated. Malice didn't care for the amused twinkle in her eyes as the sorceress strode towards him. Scowling, he reached for one of the sable-edged robes draped across the nearby divan. Irritated, he tried to shrug his way into the garment, his annoyance mounting when he found he'd grabbed Vincennerix's robe by mistake. Which was I? Malice grumbled as he threw the first robe at Vincennerix and made a grab for the other. The shark or the octopus? Drusilla waved her hand at the dead gladiatrices. The shark ate the octopus in the end, so he must have been the shark. What does that make you? Malice asked, not liking the superiority in Drusilla's tone. One of the pilot fish. He didn't give her a chance to reply. Solar, I want to know everything, but we can start with why you brought so few warriors to aid me. Solar couldn't hold his master's fierce gaze, staring inside at some imaginary fixture just over the Dracu's shoulder. We weren't sure that we'd be in time. If something happened, you wanted only people who could keep their mouths shut, Malice finished for him. He spun around, directing his glare at Khaine as the slave master finished binding the prisoner's wound. Can your Naggarond be trusted to hold a secret? Without hesitation, Khaine lunged and drove his dagger into the side of the surviving slave soldier. The Naggarond cried out once, then wilted to the floor, his lifeblood spurting from the artery Khaine had severed. He can now, my lord, Khaine said. The readiness of the slave master to indulge his bloodlust sometimes made Malice wonder if he wasn't the spawn of a witch elf, rather than a son of Hag Grafe. What of your captive? Drusilla asked. What secrets do you expect her to divulge? The sorceress knelt beside One-Eye's corpse, pulling down one of her boots and exposing a line of glyphs tattooed into her pale skin. At a glance, Malice could tell the glyphs represented various guilds, covens, and noble houses. The uppermost, the most recently inked, was the glyph of Ezrezer. Her employers are recorded here already. Malice smiled and shook his head. It was possible, of course, that Ezrezer had made arrangements to murder Malice before his own doom claimed him in the Black Tower. It wouldn't be the first time that a schemer's design for revenge outlived him. But such an answer would be too simple, too obvious. And what if she only records the mark when her job is done? No, I think it would be too reckless to trust so simple a solution. Who else would want your death? Drusilla smiled. The question was much too obvious as well. Solar, take the prisoner to Lady Eldire, Malice said. She can use her magic to wring what I want to know out of the wretch. Drusilla snapped her fingers, calling Malice's attention back to her. I was handmaiden to Lady Marathi. I am a powerful sorceress in my own right. My spells can drag the truth out of that harpy bait as easily as your mother's can. A twinge of amusement flashed across Malice's face as he noted the injured pride of Drusilla's voice. Your spells are no doubt quite potent, he told her. I've no doubt you could wrest the truth from the villainess. The only doubt I have is whether it would be the sort of truth I want to hear. Looking around the shambles of his bedchamber, Malice snapped orders to Khaine and Vincennerix. Tell Fleet Master Hadrith I will need a new apartment and get some of our people up here to clean this mess. Alright, fuck, whatever. Be discreet. We don't want the wrong people finding out about this. He met Drusilla's cool gaze. It might be dangerous if word got out before we knew who was responsible, Malice declared. The sound of the wind whistling through the shattered windows seemed to echo his concern, an echo that rustled the bedclothes and the curtains, but somehow couldn't so much as ripple the thin silk gown that hugged Drusilla's slender body. Alright, that ends chapter 4. We will start on chapter 5 in a short while, once we get through this next end turn. Alright, so you, where the fuck are these idiots going?
Futile.
I am gonna... I was gonna say I was gonna move you to there, but you're gonna suffer attrition if you stand there.
Not by my hand.
But I will move her there anyway,
Protector
or him
of
there.
Earth One.
Move him there, and we'll put him in camp stance next turn, but we'll start, what the fuck? Ah, son of a bitch. I thought that was going to level 5. Fuck me sideways.
Defender of the Phoenix.
Well, that, changes things slightly. Anyway, we'll get some more Sisters of Avalorn. Bloody hell, that's annoying.
Behold,
Probably take this settlement next turn, retake it, and we can use the global recruitment from there to grab us the Phoenix Guard. Damn it to hell, I should have taken a closer look at that. I thought we were...
Defender of the Ever Queen.
I mean, the other option is actually... I guess we could just go with the Sword Masters. Be a little bit quicker to get on the move. I don't know. Be a little bit cheaper as well. Actually, cancel that. I don't think we need that right now. Anyway, let's just get back to work here.
The Assa are troubled.
I guess you're gonna have to sit here because public order sucks in this
If you will it.
province. Yeah, public order is gonna be a little bit more difficult to manage now because of the, I think the right just ran out.
We are ill
We
at
had
ease.
Take your time. Wending my way.
moving.
Take your time. Chosen of Hoek.
Can stand here by Bark Camp. Over here. Yeah, I don't know if we should move her out yet. We should just keep her here for a little while. This public order is really gonna go to shit there as soon as we move her. And ooh, though down here it's not looking great. I'm gonna go with the public order building, even though we really do need the growth. Should be okay here. Help it.
I will see to it.
Just pop you in there for now. We're gonna actually bring him back around. Should have enough time to get there before,
You must restore order.
yeah, I should have enough time to get over there before it
What news?
rebels.
A promising lieutenant.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want your elite armies to be doing, is just managing public order everywhere. Anyway, I mean, we're towards the end of the campaign. I guess it's, you know, not a huge deal, but alright, Mr. Tyrion,
Orion.
just hop in there, would you please?
Standing by. Adventure awaits.
Let's get that going. Kowalek move this turn. Looks like he did. He's heading this way. Alright, you just keep tracking him. Make sure he doesn't, I don't know, whatever. I mean, it doesn't really matter where he goes.
Give the word.
Catch up to him eventually. That'll be a good way to potentially end the campaign. It's a fight with Kowalek, but I mean, somebody else finishes him off first, that's fine too. Though the dwarves don't seem terribly interested in in getting to Khaine, so I don't know. We'll see. Alright, public order.
My powers are yours to command.
How is public order over here? -9. Yeah, I'm gonna continue sending you there. I just want to test something here.
You seek illumination.
If you move to there. Okay, it does.
Law Master.
Alright, get back there. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was watching that wrong, or I was mistaken the way that
Lord of
Anyway.
the Phoenix Court, we rest here.
the way the public order was affected there. Where's our scout? Oh, for fuck's sake.
No.
Guess we got to deal with this army before we can actually move this way. So let's take a look.
I will do my
Just
duty.
let's. Oh, guys, again, I apologize for the
How can I
sirens in the background.
Your will is done. Ready to serve.
Why the bloody? It's weird.
Honor calls. Your behest? I go. I serve the
Just
king.
keep getting some replenishment.
Ulfuan Prince.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Hidden from sight.
Alright, we'll just put you in ambush stance since I
Lethal
guess I
grace
moved
given
you
forth.
too far.
I will do my duty.
Damn it. That's unfortunate.
Ready to attack.
Anyway, maybe that'll tempt these guys into trying to take this army on. I don't know. That would be nice.
The Ratman's
Don't want to have to run around to chase them down.
For the wisdom of the layer.
I guess if we have to, we will. How are we doing for time here? We're almost at the end of the episode. I think we're almost at the end of this end turn as well.
Lady of the Phoenix Court.
Not yet. One more turn.
Defender of the Phoenix Throne.
loyal to a fault.
Yeah, go Spirit Leech for now.
Defender of the Ever.
Alright, one more turn, we'll get you on the move. And yeah, I think this army is the one we're going to send towards Khaine. And actually, where's the army over here?
Order must be maintained.
One more turn, we'll sit there. And then we'll move out next turn. Start moving towards this guy. See who gets to Khaine first.
Protect our
Oh,
Wolf.
looks like it's probably going to be Beatrice. If you come down to here.
Duty calls.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, you're fine there.
You call.
I was gonna say that might be getting a little bit too close to Khaine while you're in force march, but should be fine, and we can even take this settlement potentially. We want to be careful though, because we'll take a lot of casualties. We'll suffer a lot of casualties taking the settlement there. But yeah, I think that's all we're gonna do for this turn. Yeah, it's gonna be a real pain in the ass tracking these guys down, and they don't seem to be suffering any attrition up here in the mountains,
Safe.
which is a little bit disconcerting. Oh, I guess I should have checked the public order just to make sure there's nowhere we're about to have a rebellion. I think she's gonna be moving into that province next. She can kind of flip between the two provinces. Yeah, so we're okay for public order for now. Hit another end turn. I'm actually going to speed through this one a little bit more quickly. And I guess we'll start chapter 5 during the next episode. Whoops. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, I don't know. This is episode. What episode did I say this was? Episode 33. So I mean, Just a few more episodes left, I would imagine. Well, I guess the excitement of the campaign is really kind of worn off. Now, there's no point getting peace with them right now. I mean, I just want to finish them off. See if we can catch their last army try and catch that army before we go and move to take their last few settlements, basically. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna cut the episode just like a few minutes early today, and then we'll start fresh with this event message on the next episode. Thank you for watching, and thank you for joining me. Episode number, I think it's number 34 is next. Have a great day. Ragnarok signing out.